Hi teacher, our names are Erika Betancourt M and José Julián Ramírez L. We are going to talk about America discovered or invited.
At the beginning, Cristobal Colón had a dream. What was the dream? He wanted to go a travel, but he didn't have the money, he didn't have the treasure to go the travel, and he didn't have idea how to arrive in the other continent. But he needed to do the travel because he wanted. For that reason, he had never gotten the travel without support of several important people. Who was the important people? The monarch from Spain. I think he was a good seller because he didn't have idea how to increase the treasures when he arrived in the other place, but he got a lot of treasures to do the travel. In the final negotiation, he wanted to get the title as Admiral of Ocean. It was about a document approved by monarchs on April 17th in 1492, and he went to the travel in a knowledge destiny.
In the night from 11 to 12 in October 1492, the ship's crew finally could see ground, and that was a very exciting moment for them because they had traveled for several months in the three boats. The names were La Pinta, La Niña, and La Santa Maria. And it was like a scream of war saying ground, and they decided to call this new ground as the New World. But the story was just beginning. Chan chan chan.
My partner and me, we think that there was a cultural war because when the people from Spain, in special the soldiers from Spain, arrived to here in America, in this continent, they imposed their culture because they had a different god, and here in America they had several gods about different things, for example, or different elements of nature. For example, they had a god of fire, they had a god of water, or they had a god for thunder, or a cat, or a dog, whatever they believed. But we think that it was an imposition, it was a little bit cruel in that pitch.
Yeah, the Spanish people killed thousands of indigenous to impose their Catholicism, but that was just a mask because they wanted to steal all the American treasures, and the American natives have to adopt the new rules from the Spanish people, and they, for example, they had to go to the church, they had to baptize all the children, and they have to learn everything about the Catholicism.
When people from Spain arrive again here in this third continent, I said that in the other pages, they destroyed everything when they arrived. For instance, they destroyed the temple, the books, and traditional rituals. And therefore, they banned the indigenous deidades tutelares. Those deidades tutelares were the different gods in that moment. For example, the the god of fire. I said that in the previous slides. And I think it's a little bit cruel, because if I were one of them, of the natives of America, I would like to conserve my beliefs, but it was a problem. The people from Spain didn't accept the other gods, and or they believed that the only God, the only true God, was the Catholicism's God.
The American natives, didn't know anything about the intolerance between religions, because they have not fought for their beliefs, and until the Catholicism, because they were very intolerant with the religion, and they had the conviction that they have the only one true religion with the only one true God.
When Benedict was the Pope, he said this reference. He said, there wasn't a position, it was only a meeting. He meant that they helped the American culture because they taught their knowledge. I think it's a little bit cruel, this idea, because we think that in that moment they were killers, they were murderers. They killed thousands of people, the native of America in this case, and I don't know, it's a different concept. I think he was blind.
In 1992, the Pope Juan Pablo II, who was before Pope Benedict, spoke about lights and shadows as the moments or acts of the humans. And he said that the human beings are imperfect, and of course we are not perfect, but that's not an excuse to kill someone. And he proposed that we should remember those bad moments as imperfections, and those moments were not just imperfections. They were not an accident. The people who did it were conscious, and that was a very terrible murder. And thank you for your attention, teacher.
Thanks, teacher. Thanks a lot. We will see you in the classroom. Bye bye.